A Joined Forces Explorations production. Joined Forces Explorations are now proudly partnered with Front Row Off-Road, makers of high-quality air hose systems and air accessories. And Anvil Overland, dedicated to crafting premium products for the overland and off-roading communities right here in the USA. Okay, what's up YouTube? My name is Brent and this is Joined Forces Explorations, and today we're doing an install slash review slash secret surprise at the end of the video. So stay tuned till the very end and I think you're going to like what you hear. Okay, so for today's project we're going to install the Anvil Overland Dash Bar into my wife's 2018 JL 2-door. And we have Gracie Bear back there. She's going to be doing our QA on this install. So that's our little Gracie Bear. So this is what we're installing. This is the Anvil Overland Dash Bar right here. This is the mounting hardware for it, the pins and the connectors and everything. And then these are the different mounts for the different devices we have. And these are all the tools that we're going to be required. The very first part of the installation is to take this cover out and then remove the factory bolt on both the grab handles. Okay, so once you have the factory bolts removed from both grab handles, all you're going to do is insert the mounting pins. Now to do that, you need a 1/4-inch ratchet to put in here to tighten it up. So the next step is to assemble the corner braces on both sides and then secure it down with the Allen nut. Okay, so we just got the dash bar installed. What we found was it's easier if you put the brackets on the ends of the bar and then attach them to the mounting pins. So the next step we have to do is there's a center support that goes into the middle of this to keep the bar from flexing down. Now with my wife's application here, her stereo might support it. We might not have to go with that, but if you don't have that, center bracket will be, or the center support is key element to keep the bar from flexing down. So we actually were able to go ahead and get the center support mounted over her stereo, and that's going to give it nice support to keep anything from flexing down depending on no matter what weight we put on there. Okay, so we just got the whole installation done of my wife's dash bar. So you can see we have our tablet mount for running our Onyx off-road. We have our camera mount right here, and then we have a phone mount. We'll also be getting a microphone mount for her GRMS radio, but we don't have that ready to go just yet. So the reason we got this all set up is this is the vehicle that we're going to be taking with us when we go out west. We're going to spend 2 weeks in Moab, Utah, running some trails, and we wanted to have everything set up the way we need it. So this is an awesome system. Again, this is from Anvil Overland. They make all the products here in the United States. There's no drilling required. Only thing that you have to do is mount it to the grab handles, and the rest of the weight is supported by the center weight. So the attachments, the bar, everything is machined in the United States, and it's just ready to go. It's super simple. It's super clean. There's nothing that's really protruding into your face. It's just a sharp, great install.
What about the surprise at the end?
So stick around. So right following just here in the next couple of seconds, you're going to see an interview with the owner of Anvil Overland, Larry Bauerle. I think I'm pronouncing it right. His first name's Larry. He's a great guy. He's the one who designed it. He's the one who manufactures it. He's the one who ships it. He's kind of a one-man band. But stick around for the interview because there's a special surprise at the very end of the interview that you're going to want to know about. What's up, everybody? This is Brent from Joined Forces Explorations, and today I have the privilege of having Larry Bauerle from Anvil Overland, excuse me, with us. And we figured it'd be a good time to get together, let you know a couple things that we're doing in conjunction with each other, and wanted to give Larry an opportunity to tell us about his amazing products and kind of the genesis of that, how everything got started. So. Larry, if you'd like to take a little bit of time, just kind of introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. Yeah, I'm Larry Bauerle, the owner of Anvil Overland. We started manufacturing our products in late 2019, but started the designing process in 2018. And yeah, we love doing it. It's great to meet the people that are using our products and hear their stories. And yeah, awesome. Well, so you kind of alluded to
about how you got your start or when you started, but how exactly did Anvil Overland get its start?
So I've been in manufacturing all of my life and did a lot of product design. And back in 2018, I bought a JL, and I was looking for a phone mount or a mounting system to mount my GoPro and iPad and all that for overlanding. And I just didn't really see anything out there that I really cared for. So I thought, well, I have the machines and I have the software. And the product design experience. I'm just going to come up with something for myself. So, I started out, the main things I was looking for in my design criteria is that I wanted to be clean looking. I wanted to be very versatile, very rigid. I knew that I wanted shorter arms than what was out there. And also no drill installation. So I took a long time, looking at various different options and came up with the dash bar that we have today. Which is attached using grab handle mounts. Then my next step after I had the bar, and I'm like, okay, now I got to figure out how to attach the devices to the bar, and that's when I came up with a ball clamp system.
Yeah. So, I mean, given that just having that ball clamp kind of gives you a universal mounting ability, you can rotate it down, rotate it up. You can, there's so much versatility in your design and your system that it really allows for kind of an unlimited array of where you can mount things and how you can have them positioned on the bar and stuff. So
exactly, that's exactly what we're going. Wanted a lot of articulation and, like you said, infinite possibilities.
Yeah. Well, I think it's an amazing design, and I know that there's some other folks out there that have been utilizing your product and stuff. So for my end of it, I got introduced to your product through a friend of mine, and he had the bar and I think he had a phone mount, radio mount, a couple other things, but I was very intrigued by it, and then. The way I go about things is once he told me the product name of it, I went out and checked out some YouTube videos, just plugged in there Anvil Overland to see what popped up. And there was a couple of ones that were out there that some big name folks in the overlanding and jeeping YouTube world, if you will, who are running your product and stuff. So did you find that has helped out with people with your product getting out there and people coming to your website and driving traffic up for you?
Oh, absolutely. And when I have no marketing experience. I was in manufacturing, but I am a YouTube junkie. So yeah, I just saw some of the YouTubers, and I'd be like, I just send them a letter and just say, hey, I've got this product. If you're interested, I'd like you to take a look at it. Tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. And I leave it at that. I don't ask for a video. I'm just want to have their opinion. And I get a lot of great feedback, and they've done some excellent videos that have helped us out a lot.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I know that really what kicked off your and I's communication and collaboration and ultimate partnership here is that I ordered your bar, and I ordered the tablet mount, and I had a little bit of issue with the size of tablet that I was trying to work with and the orientation that I was trying to use it. And what struck me is I sent you an email, got on your website, found your info email address, and you emailed me back in 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes. And I was literally blown away by that. So can you tell me a little bit about why you're so committed to just some awesome customer service?
Well, I think customer service is one of the most important aspects of any business. Naturally, we want to have a great design and a quality product, but customer service needs to be there too. I try to get to people as soon as I can. You happen to be lucky that I checked my phone right after, like half an hour after, but it's rare that it goes more than 12 hours that I get back to somebody. Usually it's much earlier than that.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious about, how is it that you are able to accomplish that quick turnaround on your customer? Is it you're the one-stop shop type operation right now?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the guy. So I do all the designing, I do the CNC programming, I run the parts, I inspect the parts, customer service, and I do the shipping. Yeah, we're a smaller company. My wife helps out too with a lot of the, some shipping and things of that nature. Yeah, so I feel with a company that's our size, we want to be more of a customer service. We don't want people to, like, if they have an issue or a question, I plan on keeping that going very well, where I can answer that and help out.
Yeah.
That's more important to me than becoming a huge guy, like just pumping stuff out.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure that's doing all those things, from the design, the production, the QA, all the other things that come with it. I'm sure you just have a ton of free time on your hands to do all your other stuff that you love to do, right? I mean,
right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, I enjoy it. It's you have a little flexibility with your time. I mean, it does take a lot of time, but then, if I need to, jump out and test my products, then I get to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. And there's one thing about having a job, and then there's other thing about having something that you do that you have a passion for. And, something along those lines, I'm assuming that this is not just a job for you. It's your passion that you have to provide an excellent product at a great price point and have that excellent customer service.
Oh, absolutely. There's a saying for entrepreneurs: you'd rather work 80 hours for yourself than 40 for somebody else. And some weeks that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. I get it. So one of the things, as we were getting ready for this interview, I went on your website and looked at your FAQs and stuff. And one of the things I found is that you are committed to being self-contained within the U.S., right? And so as a retired military, both my wife and I, that's huge for us, is to have, American-made parts and American-made manufacturing. But why is it important for you to be self-contained here in the U.S.?
Well, for me, I've been in manufacturing since 1985, and I've seen a lot of stuff, go overseas. I think manufacturing is a very important aspect of the USA, and I think we used to make almost everything, and then things started changing, and we became more of a service-oriented country. And but I think it looks good. It's been, more stuff is being made here. I think it's trending towards that. You don't have to worry about quality. You don't have to worry about shipping issues. If somebody needs a change, or I need to make a change on a product, like, for instance, you wanted that changed, I modified the tablet mount to rotate so you can hold your tablet the other way. Well, I could just throw that in the machine and send it out to you. So you did it very quickly too, by the way. Again, that's super impressive. And that's a change that I'm actually going to incorporate to all the production from now on, in case other people want to mount their tablets like that. And another change we're making is in the tablet mount, the clamp, so people can stick the lightning connector through it if they want.
The charge cord on the bottom of it. Yeah. Because if you do it horizontally, the charge cable would be off to the side, which still works. But if you're trying to keep a low silhouette on your dashboard and stuff, and you go vertically, having that charge cable come up through the bottom of that piece would be, that'd be huge.
Yeah, when you're mounting it in portrait mode, yeah.
Yeah,
Smaller tablet, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, again, just like you said, all those reasons for just being self-contained, you being the one-stop shop, you do everything in house, and then you have that control over it. And I get that. That makes perfect sense. And I'm taking glances at my notes here, so I'm not just don't want you to think I'm being rude or anything. So back on the design aspect of it real quick. So there's a lot of other mounting solutions that are currently out there, in your market and stuff. And, there's some good and there's some bad. How did you differentiate your design from those others?
Well, I wanted something cleaner looking. I didn't want to have the long arms. And I wanted to be able to mount things a little bit lower on the dash so it didn't obstruct your view as much. So that's why I came up with the bar that kind of sits at the top of the dashboard level, around that area, and then you could mount things lower to kind of keep your obstruction to the minimum.
Well, it makes perfect sense because some of those other solutions, those arms just seem like they just jut out so far from where they have the base plate or whatever you want to call it mounted, and then that extra length that's sitting out there, you think it's going to get a lot of bounce as you're going over stuff. So
yeah, the longer arms create more leverage.
Yeah.
So it's gonna deviate.
Let's see here. Let me find my next note. Oh, so I wanted to talk about your advertising. So is this something that you're doing a lot in-house? Is word of mouth? How are you getting your product out there?
So it's we're doing it all in-house, and learning, and Facebook. I've joined a few JL groups, and do once in a while do giveaways on those, and and I'm doing Instagram as well, trying to get up to speed on that. And then we're going to be going to Jeep Invasion in Pigeon Forge.
That's huge, yeah. And I believe we talked earlier and stuff, but you were down there once as just a participant, but this will be your first time going as a vendor.
Correct. Yeah. When we started thinking about doing shows, we decided we would check out the shows first to kind of see how they're laid out, how they're organized, see how, what shows would be beneficial. So we did that. This year we went to Jeep Beach to check that out. Last year we went to Jeep Invasion, and we decided we're going to be an exhibitor there.
And so what I know it's always in August. Do you know the dates for the Jeep Invasion?
I think it's like the 24th ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 3 days. I'll put a link to Jeep Invasion in the description for the video, just so those dates are out there for anybody who's watching this and not sure. Or you can just go on and Google Jeep Invasion, and it'll be readily available to you.
Yeah, we're planning on bringing a lot of stock and offering discount as well.
Oh, nice, very nice. So let me ask you one more thing here. Talked about social media. So is Facebook your only platform of social media, or what else you've got on social media?
Instagram as well. And we're going to start doing more YouTube videos on our products as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so if someone's watching this video and they want to go check you out, if your website is your best place to do that at?
That's the best place.
Okay.
Yeah. Check us out on our website. There you can see all your products. We have a video page where you can see some of the other YouTubers that have done videos on our products. And if anybody has a question, they can just reach out to me at larry@anviloverland.com via email. And I can help in any way.
Okay, and I'll put a link to your email address in the description as well. But I do have your web page up on the screen right now. So so what do you think? What's the future holding for Anvil Overland right now?
Well, right now we just released our the 24 and newer JLs. For 24, they completely redesigned the dashboard and the grab handles to put that screen in. So, I thought, well, it should work the same because the grab handles are there. And, I thought they just put a bigger screen in. But they actually lowered the grab handles, which interfered with how our bar goes across. So what we came up with is a system on the 24s that in the pockets on top of the dashboard, underneath the rubber pockets, they have actual mounting holes for an amps 4, which is a standard size mounting bracket. And we utilized those to mount the base for our bar system. And it's not the full length bar. It doesn't go across the complete dash like the other one did. It's 24 inches wide, which gives you plenty of space. But it's a really interesting and really clean looking system. And we also we didn't have a single mount system for the earlier versions because mounting in the center of the dash just wasn't secure enough for what I thought. But now you can even mount just if you just want a phone. You buy basically half of the full system, and it looks really clean, and it still retains the pocket and whatnot. We're also released some universal mounts. Now these mounts aren't designed just for Wranglers or Gladiators. They're mounts that you can screw into a dash or whatnot wherever you want. And we're also coming out with systems for side by sides and TVs.
Have you considered any other like off-roading platforms like the Toyotas or anything like that, or is that just too much variance that you'd have to deal with?
Yeah, there's just so much variance. We didn't do it before because there wasn't really like the Tacoma only has one grab handle on the passenger side. And we haven't found a really decent mounting solution for that was up to our standards. I'm not saying that it's out of the question. I mean, I haven't looked at the new ones, but definitely going to check that out.
Okay. All right. Well, it's good to know. Well, is there anything else that you would like the YouTube viewing public to know about what you got going on?
Well, I'm just thankful for the opportunity I get to promote my product here. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email. Also, if you have something you want to mount, we have done some custom stuff, and we might be expanding a custom. It's still in the beginning phases, but I've done a few custom mounts for some people as well.
Would you consider those? Would it ever be something where, like, it's a custom for this person at this time, but if there was enough interest in it, would it go into mass production possibly? Or
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I've done before is very obscure devices or whatnot. I mean, the device mounts we have now we have pretty much, I would say, 90% of what's out there to be able to mount. But I have had some custom projects come in.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Larry. I appreciate it. And if for anybody who's interested in checking Larry's stuff out, I'll have his email, or not. Well, I'll have his email as well, but I'll also have his website attached in the description. And I guess this might be a good time that we could announce to the folks that our partnership and the discount code that you'll be offering through this channel, right? I mean, might as well use this time, right?
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and announce that?
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We've been in talks for a little while about it. So right now, if you use the discount code JFE for Joint Forces Explorations, that will get you 10% off of all your products that you currently have on your website.
Yes.
And there's no time limit on this discount code. So JFE will get you 10% off of anything on anviloverland.com. So Larry, thanks again for your time. I really appreciate it. And I'm sure you and I will be talking again in the future.
Sounds good. Thank you again so much.
All right. You have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for watching. Please give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel and ring that bell notification so you're informed when new videos are released.